Hello everyone, Elite Cameraman here. After yesterday, a lot of new theories about episode 67 started coming out, and there are actually two major topics that we need to go through because I didn't really mention them in my episode 67 analysis. As you guys know, we saw a fake G-Man in episode 65, and it turned out that he has been an imposter for a while. With this reveal, many people started theorizing that the scientist toilet in episode 67 part 1 is an imposter as well. The reasoning for this is the change that happened to his right eye. I really don't think that's true, but I'll get to that later in the video. Other than the scientist toilet topic, we also have the theory that the mountain bunker that we see in episode 67 part 1 is actually the TV man base because of something we saw in episode 66. Other than this, Dafuk decided to upload the episode 67 part 1 short as just one short instead of cutting into multiple pieces. He decided to cut most of the episode, and the short starts with the Sigma large cameraman dying because of the acid. He also put the text, "It got serious now," in the description. With this being said, there might be a couple reasons why he decided to just cut most of it and upload it as one short. The first one is the title, because he is going to be titling the next release, Episode 67 Part 2. He may have wanted to keep it clean and not post a short called Episode 67 Part 2 to confuse people. Other reason is that Episode 67 Part 2 might already be in the works, and we might get the video a lot sooner than we expect. But we'll talk about all this in the video, so before we get into it, make sure to like the video and subscribe. We are literally zooming to 1 million subscribers thanks to all of you. Anyways, here we go. The first theory that many people are talking about is the scientist toilet being fake. Yes, we can clearly see that his right eye and his demeanor has changed compared to before, but that doesn't mean that he is an imposter. I need to agree that this sudden change is kind of weird because we know that not much time has passed, but to know what exactly is going on, we need to go back and analyze the behavior of other toilets that have gotten red eyes. The main trait they have is the fact that they seem a lot more aggressive compared to normal-eyed toilets, and I think we'll get to see this in part 2 of episode 67, which I don't think is going to end well for the Titans. With how the story is going, I really do believe that there is a possibility that one of the Titans die. I don't know if Dafuk wants to kill off a character because it's not something that should be taken lightly, but the impact of a Titan's death would be so huge, and it would also enhance the importance of Titan TV Man's return, which everyone thought we were going to get in episode 67. We still might get it, but I don't think we'll get Titan TV Man in episode 67 part 2, but instead either in episode 68 or in episode 67 part 3 if Dafuk decides to make a 3 or 4 part video because part 1 was already 3 minutes long, and I feel like Dafuk might want to try and get to 8 or 10 minutes for the whole episode. I don't know how the release dates will be, but hopefully we can get at least one episode every 7 days. Now let's get to why Scientist Toilet is not fake. And let's try to understand why some toilets get red eyes after some point. Because that's the main question. Why is this happening? I think it actually has been a very long time ever since the last time we saw a toilet with red eyes. But the first thing that comes to my mind is episode 51, where we witnessed the POV of Titan Cameraman. One of the giant toilets that the Titan Cameraman fought in episode 51 actually had red eyes, and it was a lot more harder to kill him. He also, for some reason, acted possessed, and even with Titan Cameraman going all out, he was able to survive pretty well. Titan Cameraman even used his core flames to burn the red-eyed toilet into ashes, but somehow it actually survived until Titan Cameraman flushed him for good. We don't know if this was something special to this toilet, but the red eyes seem to give more power and defense. Scientist Toilet was already very terrifying looking, but in episode 67 part 1, he certainly looked more sinister compared to normal, and he actually also has a scar on his eye now, which kind of makes him look more demonic for some reason. What if the red eyes have a deeper meaning than we know, or maybe it's some type of new power drug that the toilets have been trying to produce? There are a ton of possibilities when you look at it, and if I'm honest, I really don't think that we are getting an answer anytime soon. But I feel like the scientist toilet didn't mean to get the red eyes because he normally seemed like a character who actually plans ahead and keeps his chill. But we have seen that the red eyes make you do the opposite. And the scar on his eye might indicate that a fight happened, and that was the reason why he got the red eyes. But the question is, who did he fight with? Because from what we've seen, episodes 65 to 67 doesn't really have much time between them, even though the scientist toilet literally showed up on all of them, teleporting each time. So did the scientist toilet fight with someone between episodes 66 and 67? Maybe it's actually the Astro toilets. We haven't seen Astro toilets in a long time, and unless they were actually fake actors who were ordered to make a scene to deceive the Alliance, it might actually be them who are causing these red eyes. If you look back at episode 60, the Astro toilets cornered the fake G-Man toilet, and the weird toilet that holds G-Man toilet's head actually had red accents on his blade. Maybe they weren't actually trying to kill him, but get him possessed with this weird blade. This might really be a huge reach, but why would this blade have red parts? Because if we check almost any weapon from the series that the toilets use, they don't have any additional colors ever. Maybe between episodes 66 and 67, Scientist Toilet got in a fight with the Astro toilets and actually lost the battle, causing them to stab Scientist Toilet in the eye to turn his eyes red. If this is the case, I think we'll probably get some proof of it in the next couple episodes, but I might just be yapping. Now let's get to the next theory that's going around. We all watched episode 67 part 1, and this mountain clearly looks like the toilet's base, with the toilet statues being on top, and also with episode 66 where we saw the toilets guarding the place. I don't think this theory is correct, but there is still a chance that it is true. If you have watched my episode 67 part 1 analysis, you'd know that we saw the bunker door from a close-up POV, and it said lockdown, and has the DNA logo on top of it. This same bunker door is also used in the TV man base in episode 66, and we can see it for a short second when we are looking at the special agents, but the real question is if this is the same place. Because if it is, we've been misled, and I really don't know what will happen in later episodes, but personally don't think that it's the same place. I already knew that this was an asset from one of the Half-Life games, but most of you guys mentioned that it was exactly from Black Mesa, and that it was used in the laboratory, which still means that we might see a laboratory inside the mountain, but Tafuk might just be using this asset just because, unless it's actually the same place. I'm doubting myself a little because inside of the TV man base is as big as the mountain itself. I guess we'll see what's going on soon. What do you think? Do you think it's the TV man base instead of the toilet base? If you enjoyed the analysis video, make sure to like and subscribe. Elite Cameraman out.